Previously, I thought that NFTs were just worthless piece of art. People were kind of like gambling and trading it just for fun, and only the very lucky ones could make money from it. After getting into the space more, I realized that there are a ton of cool things going on. There's a lot of utility being built. It's a whole new thing, and my initial thought process was completely wrong. What's up everyone? Welcome back to another video with the Millennial Finance. Based off of our last video, some of you guys seem to be interested in the NFT space, both on our YouTube comment section and our Instagram DMs. Maybe you've seen some of those ads or influencers who promise to teach you how you can make money with it if you pay them the low price of $999 and you think that it's all a scam. Not just NFTs, but crypto as a whole has a bad image. It's where a lot of scams happen due to the decentralized nature of how it works. However, today I'll share my experience with NFTs and how they have performed for me so far. Let's get started. Cha-ching! So before I start, I just want to make it absolutely clear that investing is not so easy and there is a huge luck element in everything that we do, even if we don't want to admit it when we're doing well. Also, this is not financial advice. As always, do your own research because it is your own hard-earned money. Anyway, I started my NFT journey in February 2022 during Chinese New Year. Things seem to just happen for me during Chinese New Year. I mean, 2 years ago in 2020, we started this YouTube channel during Chinese New Year as well. And then this year, I started my NFT trading journey. The reason I started was because I was already getting involved into the crypto and DeFi space and I got into it a bit deep. So I wanted to explore what the NFT scene was all about. I'm not gonna lie, there was some FOMO involved because I see many people doing well with NFTs and I've never even explored it. At the very worst case, I was thinking to myself that, I could at least give it a try. If it doesn't work out, I'll tell all of you that NFTs are a scam and I wouldn't recommend it. So I decided to start in the Solana space instead of Ethereum for various reasons, which I'll share in a later video. Anyway, the very first project that I got involved in was a mint called Bulldog Billionaires, which I just randomly found on Twitter. I minted this project for 1 Solana, which means I paid 1 Solana and I got the NFT in return. And I ended up selling it for about 5 Solana, which is about a 5 times return. I also traded a few more of this same NFT on the way up, which I managed to make a profit on. So for now, I'm completely out of this project. I'm happy with the profits I've made, but at the moment, this project has a floor price of 32 Solana, which means I've kinda taken an L there. Anyway, this really good first experience for me led me to believe that there's a lot of opportunities in the NFT space. I also found hanging out in the Discords and talking to the online communities pretty fun. So of course, just from this one experience, I thought that it was pure luck. Surely, I just chose one of the best projects out there to start. I didn't know anything about anything else, but I still managed to make some money. The good start did give me confidence and it made me want to explore the space more and research on other projects as well. Previously, I thought that NFTs were just worthless piece of art. People were kind of like gambling and trading it just for fun and only the very lucky ones could make money from it. After getting into the space more, I realized that there are a ton of cool things going on. There's a lot of utility being built. It's a whole new thing. And my initial thought process was completely wrong. This got me hooked on to NFTs because it was still very early stages and things were getting exciting. So since then, I've been in a ton of different projects in the Solana NFT ecosystem. So some of them I plan to hold long term, while the others I just bought and sold for as a trade. If you come from stocks, then this may sound funny to you because long term in the NFT space is kind of like 1 month. It's super fast paced and things can change extremely quickly. I feel like I've been doing this for years. I feel like I've been investing into NFTs for years, but I've really only started 2 months ago. Anyway, I started off this entire journey by adding about 30 Solana in different batches to kickstart things. Currently, my NFT portfolio is worth over 300 Solana, which means I've about 10 times my investment. I even withdrew 10 Sol just to make sure that I could do it and to also lock in some profits and switch it back over to USDC. My biggest holding that I currently have is this NFT called DGods that I bought for about 14 Solana 2 months ago. Currently, it has a floor price of 198 Solana, making it by far my biggest bag and biggest profit. I did have a feeling that the price of this NFT would go up because a lot of people were talking about it. They were making some changes in their roadmap, but for it to go up this much, this fast was really a fortunate moment for me. I also have a bunch of other projects that I currently own that make up the rest of my portfolio, but none of them is this much in the profits and this high of a floor price. From my experience so far, I'm looking forward to continue investing into the NFT space and being really involved overall. If I could start my own collection one day, that would be the dream. I know a guy who has his own Instagram account doing personal finance stuff as well. He just started his own NFT project and he launched on Ethereum, so that's really cool and it's something that I want to one day at least explore. Anyway, enough about all the good things in NFTs and my experience so far. Yes, I did make a lot of money, but let's move on to the bad side. Nothing can be all rainbows and sunshine every day, right? The first thing to note is that just as much as it's a good thing, the NFT space is still extremely new and people are still figuring out what it's going to become. Like I said, long term here is barely a month. Things move so quickly and if you don't adapt, you can't really make it in the space. Take a look at the biggest NFT by far, which is the Bored Ape Yacht Club or BAYC. They literally only started 1 year ago and they're now currently the top NFT and it costs over $100,000 each. If it was a normal company who just started 1 year ago and they're trying to IPO, people would think that they're a bunch of amateurs and they need to prove themselves even more. What this means is that we have no idea what is going to happen in this space in the next few months, let alone the next few years. So at the current stage of NFT investments, this is definitely not a time to, buy and hold, leave it, passive income sort of thing. You really have to be active and keep up with the trend changes. Another con of NFTs is that they are extremely illiquid versus other investment assets. Unlike the stock market where you can sell a stock pretty much anytime that you want, you can't do the same thing with NFTs. After all, just like stocks, you can only sell it if someone else is willing to buy it at that price. This would mean that if you need cash quick, you might have to sell your NFT at a lower price than what it's being valued at market rates. Even then, they won't be instantly sold because it takes time for someone to browse it on the marketplace and then decide that they want to buy it. In a very bad case scenario, even if you list your NFTs at the lowest price in the market, you may not even be able to sell it for a couple of days. This was and still is a major concern for me, especially when you have quite a bit of money put in there. But what I do is that I look for very liquid projects with a lot of volume compared to those who don't have as much volume. The final major con in NFTs is that they are extremely volatile. I mean, that's how we make this much money that fast anyway, right? I guess it can be a pro or a con depending on whether you're on the winning side or on the losing side. If you guys think that the GME movement is insane, GameStop back in the days, well, wait till you see the NFT space. In just a day, a project could lose half of its value or it could even 5 times its value. This is unlike anything that you would see in the stock market. Even if the project goes into free fall, there's no such thing as a circuit breaker that would stop it from trading. So because of this, you really gotta be very active in monitoring your portfolio. There's no such thing as, setting a stop loss with your broker so that it automatically sells after a certain price. There is nothing like that. You have to manually make every buy and sell decision that you do. So having said all of that, I am still extremely bullish on the NFT space. There is still so much that can be done and you can really start seeing signs that the scene is starting to mature. For example, the founders of BAYC, they're called Yuga Labs. They've actually started to raise a lot of money from VC funds and even institutional investors. So that is a sign that they're buying into this and it's getting more legit. At the moment, I have shifted nearly all of my focus to NFTs while I leave my stock portfolio on autopilot. I could see myself withdrawing more and more of my profits from the NFT space and moving it to long-term stocks just to manage my risk a bit better. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that I didn't really go into exactly how you're supposed to start and what to look for in projects and stuff like that. But if you guys are interested, let us know down in the comments below so that we can start working on it. So while waiting for that, give us a big thumbs up if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.